to the show, and tonight we have Falstaff Riley.
We also have the poetry of Ron Fullerton.
And of course, WeeZie.
We have Redgrass.
On this show, we have Year of the Crow.
And now we get to hear the poetry of John Ridlin.
And enjoy the show.
Psst, ladies, redheads are in danger. Our number dwindles year by year. They say our recessive gene keeps recessing, and now we're going extinct, I hear. At the rate we're disappearing, we face the fate of the dinosaur. Like a herd of carrot-top triceratops, we're doomed to roam the earth no more. Ladies, will you not miss our crimson crowns? When we're nowhere to be seen? When we're nothing more than a pimple that popped on chromosome 16? Ladies, how can this possibly make you laugh? Does our plight not strike a nerve? Would you stand by and watch as natural selection just kicks us to the curb? Imagine history without our achievements. Think of the loss to the human race. A world without the redhead would be such a sad and colorless place. There would be no George Washington or Thomas Jefferson, no Winston Churchill's blood, sweat, and tears, no Christopher Columbus, no Vincent van Gogh. Ladies, lend me your ears. No Galileo, Vivaldi, or Willie Nelson. Ladies, hear me now. There would be no Prince Harry, no Chuck Norris, no Ronald Weasley, for crying out loud. But you hold the power to rescue us. Hope is yet in sight. Would you have us just go quietly into the anthropological night? Now, how can I say this gingerly to avoid a panic or a scare? I speak on behalf of all of us, men of the carrot everywhere. We call upon all able-bodied women, most especially those of childbearing age, to right this terrible genetic wrong and come now to our biological aid. Ladies, we beseech you, there's no time to be coy or meek. This is no ruse or some cheap trick, nor a red herring, so to speak. Before our destiny slips forever by, help us rob death of its sting. Look deep in your heart, then look deep in our eyes. And ladies, tonight, do the right thing.
When I first came to London from Waterford town, was looking for some place to sleep. As I travelled and rambled up the old Uxbridge Road, saw a face that could make angels weep. And we met on Ealing Common, that improbable patch of green. And we kissed on Ealing Common. Jesus God, I was only 15. In the wilds of West London, she led me to ruin. In the North Star, the Grange, the King's Head. And I was happy to follow, just so long as we wallowed in the mire of her old Murphy bed. And we laughed on Ealing Common like two gamblers after a win. And we danced on Ealing Common, and the rain washed away all our sin. In the arms of another, she soon went astray, though I pleaded with her like a child. From Hounslow to Wembley, I followed her down, and everywhere I was reviled. And I walked on Ealing Common with a fire that would always burn. And I left Ealing Common, and I swore I would never return. Well, it's 50 years later, I've come back again from Waterford to Uxbridge Road. In the winter, I've splintered like some frozen thing, and the light disappears in the snow. And I stand all evening common while the night welcomes my bitter end. All alone, all evening common, with nothing but shadows and wind. Ah, nothing but shadows and wind.
The dog caught the car. Supreme Court overturned Roe. My body, not mine.
I wrote this poem after a painting by a wonderful Ventura County artist named Alice Williams, and this is called The Singing Light. I smell pine trees after the rain. The rhythmic dripping surrounds me. In a forest alive with light and sound, pinging all my senses, drawing me in, like I'm walking through an orchestra tuning up. And then suddenly, I hear the light, echoing off the branches all around me. I can feel the light resonating inside my chest, radiating through me with every breath. The singing light makes each pine needle come alive in sympathetic vibration, like thousands of violins in concert, blending together in a magnificent chord of color, a thundering crescendo of brilliant light erupting all around me, pulling on my heartstrings. My trudging feet have found new life, and I find myself running again, like a breathless child chasing raindrops, trying to catch them before they hit the ground. The light has been here all along, of course. All I had to do was listen.
Thank you. So now we are going to do a song from our third album, Robots Lie, a song called Used to Be.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. He was a really big wanker. She was a gopher for a banker. He was a daily chess player. She always said her daily morning prayer. He was a well-worn liar. She and her brother set fire to the leftover windshield fires. That's how they used to be. She was a heavy chain smoker. She was a door-egging joker. She was a perfect little citizen. Put 20 quarts of oil in the engine. He was a Europe wander traveler on the bed for hours and hours with a clueless abandon of ours. That's who they used to be. They used to jump the carts yellow, mix a pint of Soli in the jello, trash in the buckets at the beach day, and old me shower at the YMCA. That building isn't standing anymore. A Starbucks at the front of a new store. Save a taste of the flavor from before. That's how it used to be. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's how it used to be. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's how it used to be.
Ex-President Trump, our perpetual victim, apostle of payback.
We Mr. President, why won't you ever just try to lie? You're a big white guy. You could surely supply a little white lie. Let just one of the millions of twittered opinions that spark in the dark of your remarkable brain come loose. Let it fly. You've nothing to lose and the world to gain. Like a shark in the murk oceanic, titanic, oppressive and manic, in the depths where you lurk and you hark for the spark and the smell of blood in the well, well. Not lying so trying, we're tired of your truths with their gallons of proofs, pouring forth on the north, even more in the south, spewing out of your mouth like the waters of Flint. Won't you give us a hint? When the populace gripes there's lead in their pipes, give your lips a few wipes, tell the folks of all stripes how it's good for you. Lead makes you strong, though it's said not for long, it'll soon make you dead. That's their tune. What the hell? Who can tell why they're not feeling well? Call on science, they say. Just spit in their eye and reply with a, hey, give me a break. If science can't tell when the next earthquake's gonna take California off of my back, what a loss of a state I'm not even boss of. It's a lead pipe cinch in a clinch, we'll believe you. We wouldn't deceive you. You don't deceive us. Believe us, it would though really relieve us and you of the burden of making each word on the tweet or the record be actual, unadorned, factual news. Real news, not the media's fake. Let's take an example. There's plenty, they're ample. Here's one you've allowed to be shouted out loud. When you say you're so proud your inaugural crowd left Obama's just cowed. You're so clever, it's just like you planned it. You boast that you landed the biggest fish ever to be ushered in, so your almighty inauguration did augur so well for the nation that the world held its breath in anticipation of nuclear death. Why don't you say, why, you know photographs lie. Take them down to the Photoshop, tell the man, chop, 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 and in only a minute there's a million more in it than the one or the two of the Kenyon's minuscule minions. On and on, catch my drift? All you need is to shift away from the truth-telling learned in your youth selling buildings for gilding with layers of gold and a sign reading sold like you're trying to sell our democracy. Hell, tell the well-meaning liberal, left-leaning populace, remember your place. Stay true to your race and get out of my face. I'm the president, right? Right is might and it's white, and I'm not taking flight. I'm itching to fight, and you know where my finger will lovingly linger? On the button that triggers the bomb. Boom! It figures.
We like to close now with a song from our second album, The Biggest Mistake You've Ever Made. You are all so borrowed and controlled. Hurt, turd, desolate, sure. Fired, tired, wholly uninspired as your own. You are afraid to play. Buffeted, swayed, through, devoid of value, turn, spurn, the furrow, journey of your own. cap, a crumpled bowler hat, weird, sheer, entirely unfeared. No fled, pled. I'm surprised you're not dead 'cause you're old. Thank you.
So, if I am who I am, and I do what I do, does that mean that who I am equals what I do? If I reap what I sow, and I sow what I do, I suppose my doing equals me. But I'm not so sure that's true. Sometimes I don't think so. Instead, I think, so what? I think not, when I could think so. It's like I sew myself into a knot. You'd think I'd have better things to do. Wait, that's where I've gone wrong. Doing doesn't make me so. I've been so all along. So, if I gotta be who I gotta be, do I gotta do what I gotta do? I do so, and so I do.
I hope you enjoyed the show. See you next time on Arts in Exile. That is a wrap.